Whew, this must be it. I hope it is. G'day, mate. This is Plankcraft? No? Oh, cheers, mate. See you later. Well, where the bloody hell is it then? G'day everyone, JoeRilla here again, and welcome back to the Plankcraft server. So, as you probably saw last episode, we did some ABBA caving, and that's not the reason I'm bringing it up. The reason I'm bringing it up is because, as Rex said, I was a little bit bored on the server, and I have been feeling that way a little bit. Just because, you know, I've either taken on a project that's you know, probably a little bit big and I get unmotivated, i.e. the ice spike build, or I do stuff like this and then I finish it and then I think, well, what the hell do I do next? Speaking of this thing, I want to watch it. It's pretty cool. And then watch them all float to the surface. Yeah. That's the good side of this build. The bad side is the roof that you can't really see until you get really far back. It's absolutely disgusting. But I'm going to leave it as is for now, because, well, I just can't be asked fixing it. But recently I watched a video from my favourite Minecraft YouTuber, and I don't think I've ever really made much of a secret who my favourite Minecraft YouTuber is. It's Etho, and I watched his 500th Let's Play episode, and it wasn't the fact that it was his 500th that got me inspired, but just some of the stuff that he's done in Minecraft. You know, I really think that he probably is one of the best players on, you know, in the world. But that's just my opinion. You know, I'm sure the internet will tell me that I'm wrong for X, Y, Z reason, but that's not important. What is important is some of the things that he showcased in his world tour, which was an hour and a half long. The 500th episode was, you know, much. He does every 50 episodes. He does world tours because, you know, his series been going for 7 years. He's done a fair bit. For God's sake. Tell you what, these top rows, when you have torches in the wrong hand, in the offhand, keep getting. Anyway, the point I'm bringing the English, Joe. I haven't even had anything to drink tonight. Bloody hell. I've had a bit of a dry spell. I need to get on it. Anyway, nonetheless, the reason I'm bringing all of this up and stumbling away and that's not a shulker box. You know, muttering away and, you know, all that, you know, horrible mumbling that I'm doing is because I was inspired by one of his builds, and I'm going to build something on this server that is inspired by Etho, and there's minimal redstone involved. Actually, for all intents and purposes, there's no redstone involved. But it is a nice, it's not something I would have thought of ever doing, and with the whole YouTube thing that you know, ever since I started YouTube, you know, I've always sort of, you know, if you have been with me from the beginning, you've seen what sort of builds I thrive on, modern builds using clay, concrete, colours, all that sort of thing. I'm sort of going to go with that today, but I spend a lot of time at this island. I think it's fair to say that it's a bit of a pain in the ass going backwards and forwards to my base all the time. So I'm not moving bases as such. There's no way in hell that thing would fit up here, even in its current form. You know, as I said when I was building that base, the nether brick one, I'm not finished there. That's getting bigger. But here I've just mapped out what's going to be a little home away from home, sort of a holiday home, if you will. And it's just going to be probably like a 2-story building. But I'll just jump in over here before it goes. I'm going to dress it up to be a giant mushroom. It's going to be. I was talking to Bruce about it last night. I described it. It's going to be a twee little house with, you know, windows and looking all nice, with a mushroom in it. Sorry, made out of a mushroom. Originally it wasn't meant to be this big, but then I thought, hey, I want a bit of a living space. You know, I want it to be actually, you know, livable, you know, and sort of believable. So I've sort of made it a bit less boxy, sort of just accentuated these a little bit. And as I say, I may include 1 or 2 redstone bits and pieces in here, but I am, for the most part, going to leave it fairly redstone free. Excuse me. But anyways, I'm going to sleep away the night and sort of get the building on this little bit here. Now, this little bit is going to be, so if you picture the big red mushrooms you see in Minecraft, it's going to be like a bigger version of that. So maybe 2 blocks tall for this, and then 1 block out as an overhang for the red spotty ring, and then going in a little bit as it goes taller. It's not just going to be one massive cube of mushroom. You know, that would look terrible. We can't have that. We can't mess up the neighbourhood. Look at all these nice builds we've got around. Now, this is an average build, but you know, we can't mess up the neighbourhood like that. So I'm going to jump in here, and then I'll probably build some walls, maybe try some colours, do some experimenting, and then I'll come back with you with a small progress update. Alright, so it's not looking exactly how I envisaged it, but it's not too bad. Obviously, eventually there'll be windows and stuff in the sides there. I've done a little bit of the interior as well, just for, pardon me, just to you know, sort of give an idea of what's going to be going on. Now, it does look a bit shit at the moment, but that's okay. Ceiling height's going to be about here, so it is going to be a little bit close quarters, but that should be alright. I'll use a slab, so it opens it up a tiny little bit. And yeah, we're going to have the upstairs up there. Now, upstairs is going to be like a bedroom and sort of a mini storage area, maybe a small ensuite, possibly. I don't know. This is meant to be sort of like a I don't know what you'd call it, like a mini base, I guess. So it is largely functional, but probably not gonna skimp on too much of the aesthetics. There'll be a little kitchen area down here, you know, some furnaces, etc., etc. Maybe a small chillette area, you know, with a couple of chairs in inverted commas and a coffee table, and that's about it. I did say there was going to be no redstone in here, but who the hell am I kidding? I've thought of a way to integrate some redstone. Now, I was thinking a slime block elevator to get from one floor to the other, but no. I think that's I've done that too much. I think I'm going to try something a little bit different. Now, I need to do some planning first, but before I do that, I'm just going to quickly chuck in this ceiling just to sort of get it's a little bit cramped, but it's okay. And the walls are a little bit boring, but I will decorate them. Don't panic about that. This place will be decorated. It will be looking nice. We just won't have any windows downstairs, which is a bit... It's not ideal, but hey, I made the little cavities to hide redstone and stuff like that, so making a window on that's a bit weird. But so I just want to elaborate a little bit on the point where I said I was inspired by Etho's video. I'm not just talking about this thing. So just watching, you know, some of his builds, so a lot of his builds are nature themed. A lot of them, not all. Sort of about 50-50, I guess. And let's have a quick squeeze. Yeah, she's looking alright. She's looking alright. Oh, it's tight. It's really tight. It is. It's gonna have to do, though. It really is gonna have to do. Either which way. So he's a lot of nature builds, and that's sort of what inspired this. You know, something a little bit different because because he also has a lot of modern builds. But saw this and thought, oh yeah, cool. I want to try that. That's the end of that. Where else I drew inspiration was some of his other gadgets and creations that he's made. And not this episode, obviously, but in future episodes, I do plan on maybe not recreating them, but taking inspiration from them and building my own versions of. So yes, I'm not going to tell you what they are, but you know, that all will be revealed in due course. There's going to be a fair bit of the project list is now getting quite long. There's a lot of stuff that's unfinished. I'm still starting new stuff. Oh boy. But anyway, I'm going to press on with this and try and get some sort of discernible room going. And once I've done that, I'll come back to you and show it off to you. Okay, so I have taken a complete change in direction here. It was just feeling way too cramped. I wasn't feeling it. So I've installed this loft here. So sort of half a top floor. We're going to have you know, just a little bench here just to, you know, do things on. I will throw a crafting table in here somewhere. Just some furnaces, a little cauldron just in case you want to do something, a little something. I'll chuck a brew stand probably here somewhere, maybe down, I don't know where. I'll work it out. It's sort of like a little utility room sort of thing. This is, I'm trying to mix form and function here, and to get up the top, just hit the lever and then those extend out. Yeah, as I said, I couldn't help myself with the redstone. I know, I'm terrible like that. And then, yeah, little planter boxes with sea lanterns in them. One thing I will ask is, give me your opinion, glowstone or sea lanterns? See, I've always thought glowstone was ugly, but in this sort of colour scheme, I think this is a bit too harsh. I really can't be arsed changing it now, but just give us your opinion on that one. Again, I think I'm just going to keep decorating for now. And yeah, I don't actually know how long I've been recording for. It probably isn't very long, but I'll come back to you when I've made a little bit more in the way of progress on this thing. See you soon. Okay, so a little bit of a progress update once again. So obviously this is there. I've done a bit with the lighting. I've put this up the end here because, you know, why not? Because it made sense for this, but then I realised this is only good for 3 uses, whereas you need an infinite water source to be able to make full use of a brewing stand, conveniently with the water bottles. So I put one in here and a crafting bench, little light there just to make the water pop nicely. This is an age-old design I've been using. It's literally just a torch block and then 2, what do you call it? Redstone dust. That's the stuff. And then yeah, you brew there. Got your crafting table. The crafting table's kind of ugly, so we need to hide that. I think this is good and pretty good now. Push that out like that. It retracts. I need something a little bit more for this wall, though. I mean, it's pretty difficult because you got the staircase there. Maybe this part of the wall. But yeah, maybe some chests. I don't know. I'll work it out. Actually, do I have chests on me? No, I do not. But that's okay. I'll work on that. What else we need to do is make up here a bit prettier, but once again that's a bit difficult because what are you going to put here? I mean, most things look fairly decent against the wall, but this is a half slab, so what do you put there? You can't really put too much of anything, can you? Excuse me, voice is going once again. Anyways, on with the building, and I'll see you shortly. It seems as though I'm starting every video clip, or every clip in this video I should say, with this exact frame, but it's sort of necessary because that's what that's what we're doing. Excuse me. So I just thought I'd do this little path and outline it a bit. I may put a couple of little bushes here, or if you're a Corrales fan, I'll put some bushes here, some hedges. Where did I put them? They're not in my inventory anymore. I've lost my bushes. Where are my bushes? Oh no. Actually, it's a good question. Where the hell have I put them? Anyway, I digress. This is about 90-something% finished, I would say. So, a couple of changes. I changed out the plain white for some bookshelves. I thought that looked pretty nice. Obviously, the function remains. Just upstairs, I've just added the Street Fighter picture. It is off-center, but that's okay because the bed's over here, and there is more stuff on this side of the room, so having this picture off-center doesn't really matter too much. Sort of puts a bit more weight on this side of the room, if that makes sense. I still don't know what I'm going to do with this. This is the bit that's not finished. I may put some chests, I may make room for shulker boxes, I don't know, but oh man, excuse me. That's where that's going. Just got some chests. I'd love to know where my leaves went, hey. Anyways, changed this out for a bookshelf just for something a bit different. And added that painting there. Moved the brew stand over there. This still looks like that. That's all. I'm just going to call this, I don't know, the utility mushroom, I think, or something like that. Just, you know, people can use this, just, you know, while they're working on projects that are here. Obviously this is Bruce's biome, so all his stuff's over there, but everyone else, you know, you come on over here, you just want to, you know, do a quick smelt, come on over here, you know, need to craft, brew, you know, need to sleep quickly, you know. I started this episode by calling it my home away from home, and because I'm probably the one that's going to be using it the most, but you know, any planker is free to use this, as the case may be, or as the need arises, I should say. And yeah, that is this thing. Anything else I do, this will probably be off camera, and I just thought I'd put these up just to, you know, signify, you know, utility, because, you know, that made sense to me. And yeah, that's about all I have for that one. I'm just astounded that my bloody leaves are completely gone. Yep, no, I've lost them. I have no friggin' idea where I've put them. No, not a clue. But anyways, I'm probably going to wind it up here. It is a bit of a shorter one, but yeah, I haven't been recording as much these days, and I think that the whole boredom and unmotivation had something to do with it, but now that I've got a laundry list extremely long of projects, I'll probably, maybe not as often as I was, but going back to some more regular recording, and some more regular episodes. Oh wow, this video is going to be full of coughs and splutters. If you're wondering where Ride's been, I haven't been playing it, not because I don't want to play it, I do. I'm sort of just, I'm still working out the streaming thing. I haven't had a lot of time to put into YouTube at the moment, just because I'm at the moment working on starting my own business, and that is quite time consuming and resource consuming as well. You know, a lot of money is, well, maybe not a lot of money, but you know, given the type of business that it is, you know, it does require some sort of capital investment and some time and research into, you know, what products to buy, what programs I'll need. If you're wondering, the business I'm starting is a photography and videography business. It's all stuff that I did when I was a teenager, so I'm not a complete stranger to it, but I've never done it professionally or for any sort of money. But that's where a lot of my time and effort's been going into lately, is trying to get that started. You know, doing extra work to pay off, you know, certain items, and, you know, trying to acquire certain bits of hardware, etc, etc. As part of that, I'll probably be getting a new computer as well, just quietly, which I may, when I get all the parts, I may do a build video. I don't know. We're talking months ahead, so, you know, oh, god damn it. I thought the red bed looked nice in here, you know, classic Minecraft. It's very nice. I actually quite like this. And I'm gonna leave it with no carpet. I think it looks it does look a little bit plain, but yeah, I think that's okay. No carpet's fine by me. Oh, it is bloody night time. There we go. Very good. But yes, that's this is something I wanted to talk about, because obviously, if you are a regular watcher of my stuff, you probably did notice for a while there I was uploading a video basically every day or every second day, and that's sort of ceased. But yeah, I'm sort of, as I say, sort of not so much taking a break, but I was putting a bit more time into other things, and also the sort of things that I'm doing now are taking a bit longer. So, you know, this has taken a fair bit. You know, I'm also doing some other things away from the camera that you know, you will see in due course. I'm keeping busy. Don't panic. I'm not giving up. The monkey is not giving up. Nah, not happening. I actually have some degree of motivation now. But anyways, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Give us your feedback on the shroom, the utility shroom. Hey, that's a good name for it, utility shroom. Because, you know, apparently I think it was in the UK, they have a thing called a utility room. I don't know what the equivalent of that is in Australia, but yeah, hey, utility shroom. Hey, I'm gonna put a sign on that right now. Actually, I've been inspired. Hang on, utility shroom. There we go. Oh, I'm so happy with that. The mushroom looks a bit weird, but that's okay. But yeah, give us your thoughts, give us your feedback. I'm always open to suggestions. Also, I'm not sure if the other planks have mentioned it. I can't even remember if I've bloody mentioned it or not. But we have a new member on the Plankcraft server. He hasn't made any videos yet, but apparently he has been shown around by the big fella, Big Mattis. So keep an eye for him. I'll add his channel to the list of links of the other Plankcrafters in the description down below. And that is it from me. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed everything that you've seen today and at any point on my channel. Can't please everyone, but, you know, Plankcraft is doing alright. It's my longest running series, and it's seems to be my most watched content, other than a couple of tutorials. But
that's it. I'm now rambling and ranting and raving and all sorts of stuff. I'm not doing any of those stuff. I'm just talking crap. Have a good one, everyone. See you next time. Bye.